Okay, hi everybody. Today, well, it's Monday and normally I'd have uploaded a video today or done a live stream, which I know I haven't done one for a while, guys. And but today I've had a wonderful visitor drop in to see me and the guys. And everybody, if you've watched my reptile show video, you'll know I bumped into Jimmy over at the show, and he's been coming down to pop in and see me. And last time he got called back away, but this time he's had a few days down here and popped in today to say hello. And it's been fantastic. We haven't, I don't think, shut up yapping since 11 o'clock or something this morning, but lots to chat about when you've got a love of snakes. And you know, it's sort of hanging out for Jimmy to come down and spend some time with us all. And we've had Jack out, we've had Maya out, and of course now we have, yes, Tessa is out. And Jimmy was more than happy to give some time with Tessa, and she's been really good, eh? She's quite chilled and quite happy, and
she loves me.
Yeah. Well, poor Jimmy's had the dogs all over him and the cats on his lap, and hasn't had much of a break when it comes to animals. So, but. Yeah, that's life, isn't it, here? And you all know that the animals are a big part of the family here. Lily, of course, hasn't been out, but Lily's in shed, so or coming into shed, so she's a bit of a grumpy. So we decided we'd leave her be. But yeah, Jack got some time out and he just shed. So I wanted to check him over, and guys, he had a brilliant shed. Looking good, no lump. That lump seems to have completely disappeared, and I gave it a good check while Jimmy sort of held one end and I could check out the other quite well. I couldn't see anything, so fingers crossed it's all wonderful. So I'm going to ask Jimmy a few questions. Now I'm 2 minutes or so into the video, but that's me. I always get in there a bit before we get going. But Jimmy, I want to ask you, what got you interested in keeping snakes or having snakes yourself?
Well, I've always been interested in wildlife and reptiles, and in particular, I suppose. And I have kept shingleback skinks in the past, but yeah, I've come across quite a few snakes in the wild, and mostly carpet pythons or coastals.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just fascinated by them. I find them extremely beautiful, and I just seem to, I don't have fear them, and yeah, they're just
gorgeous.
And I just got to the stage where I thought, well, I'd love to become a keeper of snakes. So I got my license and started looking for coastals, because I wanted a coastal, even though they're basically the only python that I've ever come across in the wild.
Yeah.
But I just love them, and yeah.
And how many do you have now, Jimmy?
Well, I have two, and
yeah,
they're actually from the same clutch.
Yep.
And a lady with, well, that has some very large and magnificent coastals herself, bred them, and she's near to where I live, and I was very fortunate that I came across her at the time when I was looking for some, and I went down to pick up my first little one, who's Bryony. Her name's Bryony.
Yeah.
And I met the parents, And yeah, it was when I actually did at the same time the little guy that Cody that I ended up getting later on. He was also there, so I was familiar with him. But someone else had bought him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So how did Cody end up coming into your care?
well, the lady that originally came to own him decided, well, she basically was scared of him,
Right.
and he didn't really get looked after particularly well, and she contacted Tracy, who was the lady that bred him and Bredli, and said, well, basically I don't want him anymore. And
Yeah.
Tracy, I'd already asked Tracy if she was going to breed anymore,
Mm.
and then she said, well, she wasn't for a little while, probably for a few years anyway, and but then she said, would I be interested in this little guy? And yeah, straight away I said, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And he was tiny. He was
Yeah.
absolutely just really tiny, but and pretty nippy,
Mm. Mm.
defensive.
Yeah.
Hadn't been handled.
Yeah.
Didn't look like he'd been fed much. And but yeah, now he's fantastic.
So how old are Bryony and Cody
Yeah,
now?
They're probably coming up to 2.
Okay.
So they'd be 22 months old, I suppose.
And what would you estimate their length to be at this stage?
Bryony would be about 5.5 feet, so 165 centimetres.
Oh, you're better than me at maths.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, and Cody is...
Cody's he's not that much shorter.
Right.
He probably wouldn't be 5 foot, I suppose.
Okay.
But Bryony's probably double its weight.
Yeah,
Close to-
okay.
Yeah, Bryony would be over 1 kilo now.
Heavier.
And yeah, she's sort of nice and solid. Well, Cody is too, he's just smaller.
Yeah. So do you plan on having any more snakes?
Oh, I'd love to. Just can't afford it at the moment, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'd love a little Tessa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that I've been handling her today,
Yeah, it was
seeing her up close.
Yeah, amazing, isn't she, really?
Yeah. But I love all the Morelias in particular.
Yeah.
And then, but then I also had Maya,
Yeah.
blonde spotted, and she.
She's pretty cute too, isn't it?
Too. Yeah, so,
Oh, yeah, well, I think Jimmy might look at probably, I would say, scoring himself a Bredli as his next snake or python. You know, it's really hard. They're snakes, but for me, I kind of refer to them as pythons more than I do
yeah, me too.
as a snake.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess carpet pythons it's not carpet snake, it's a carpet python. So, so what do you do? What are your other interests, Jimmy, besides your snakes?
Well, I'm right into the heavy metal music. I love going to concerts and festivals. I love.
What's your favourite band?
Parkway Drive.
Right.
They're from Byron Bay.
Okay.
Metalcore.
Okay.
And they've just done a big tour of the US. And,
Wow.
yeah, watched them play last night at River Stage in Brisbane, and fantastic, awesome.
Cool. So, okay, yeah, into the pretty heavy duty music for such a quiet chap. Or very quietly spoken,
Yeah,
Jimmy is,
yeah.
but obviously gets in there and
Then
Yep, likes that. But what brought you? That's what you brought you down here on, wasn't it? A concert at the Riverside, and you had a Halloween party, which we don't really do a lot of celebrating.
Well, I didn't go dressed as anything. I was the odd one out. Everyone else was
all dressed up to the nines.
Yeah,
but
I had a Walking Dead shirt on.
Okay.
Which had something like "Keep Out Dead Inside." You know, there's the doors and the chain.
Yeah. Oh well. Because I generally try and say, I've sort of been saying to people, because it's really huge over in the States, but it's nothing. I mean, you go into a store and there might be a few little bits and pieces laying around that's associated to it, but nothing like in the States where you walk in, there's huge things you can press a button and they growl at you, and
it's pretty big over there.
Yeah, exactly.
There were witches, and there were 3 witches.
Oh yeah.
And
well, all I'd need is a black hat and a bit of a wart on the end of my nose, and I'd be fine.
The witches were popular, and there were a lot of people with fake scars all over them. And
they generally do a pretty big kind of a parade too in the cities here in Australia, where everybody dresses up, and a particular day, not necessarily on Halloween, but they do a day before or something. But so Jimmy has just built a new enclosure for Bryony, and it really fascinated me because he didn't use wood as such. He was able to get a different paneling that he decided to use, and he's not really, if you want to tell this is, I think very interesting for us people here in Australia, particularly because we cannot get the PVC and the plastics in any way at all. But Jimmy saw this particular product and thought, this would be quite good. So I'll pass it over to Jimmy with that details, because I've got no idea.
Well, basically I used a product that's a multi-wall polycarbonate, and it's used in say skylight roofing for outdoor patio areas and that sort of thing, and it's called Tough Sunlight. And I originally bought a panel of it to use for the lids on the large aquarium, which is excellent for that. And so I had heaps left over, and I had a steel frame from a desk basically that didn't have a top on it, and that was lying around. I was sort of looking for something to base an enclosure on, and I put a plywood top on it and a plywood base, and then the back and the sides were out of this other product, and it's very easy to cut.
And how'd you cut it?
Well, you can actually just cut it with a standing knife, but you have to do quite a few
it
cuts.
A few times.
But I used just a hand saw. Originally I thought I'll have to get a special plastic blade and use a circular saw, but it was very easy to cut just with a fine tooth hand wood saw. And very lightweight, and because it has an inner and outer wall, and I suppose dividers every 10 millimetres that run the length of it. It holds an air pocket, and so it insulates particularly well too.
And you found that it's holding the heat in there.
It was great through winter. Bryony was in that enclosure and Cody was in a glass one, and Bryony's temperatures were so much more stable.
Right.
And didn't didn't fluctuate
Yeah.
near as much.
And humidity, you found brilliant.
Yeah, the humidity's great. I'm still working out with whether I have enough ventilation
Yeah.
built into it, but
You can always put a couple of more vents in the back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's something that I'll be using again in the future.
Yeah.
It
looked good, guys.
Looks good too. So.
Yeah, I might get Jimmy to flick a photo over to my email, and then I'll put a picture up within the video, so you can have a look and you'll be able to see exactly what it looks like. But it certainly looked terrific and lightweight. It's not a heavy material either. I guess the steel frame, but you wouldn't have to use a steel frame.
No. Well, the next one I'll still use. I'll probably just make a timber frame, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, really, you could possibly get away with not even. I like the idea of the plywood.
Just neatens it though.
And that,
I think.
And base.
Yeah. I think clever thinking.
Glass sliding doors.
Yeah.
On the front. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll put the photo in, and you can have a good look at it. But certainly something. And how much were the sheets of it, Jimmy?
About $100, I suppose.
And that
was for a 3 metre long, 3 metres by nearly a metre wide, I think.
Right.
180 millimetres wide or something.
So you'd get a whole enclosure.
Yeah.
Well, even one of Jack's size.
Built a pretty decent size one.
Yeah, out of one sheet. So you think that's $100? Just some architraving type corners that you seal onto it on the front and the back, and your plywood top, and that's where you put your runner and put your runner for your glass sliding doors. Just bringing up a piece of 12mm ply at the front. Yeah, I think it's something that I'll certainly look at, and getting away from the melamine. I don't know what's actually chemically in the panels.
Well, it's a polycarbonate, so it's...
Yeah, it's like a PC.
Basically,
yeah.
Pretty sort of good as far as anything
Cool.
goes.
Well, there you go, guys. I'm presuming you could probably look at it over in the States. It's got to be over there as well, but you bought yours from just Bunnings
It was just fun.
and which is like Home Depot in the States, and it's called Sunroof. Sunlight, Sun Tough. Maybe take a look at it and let me know what you think of it. It's a little bit, it's opaque but not greatly opaque as well.
Tinted.
And you can get colours, can't you, as well. Yeah, go take a look. I'll be certainly having a look because I need to get something done for Tessa. As Jimmy's finding out, she's quite a big girl and she's in that enclosure. So, but she curls up and doesn't take up a whole heap of space in there anyway. So, Jimmy, where can people... Jimmy doesn't have a YouTube channel at all, but you can certainly check out some photos and things if you want to go and take a look at... Where can people find you, Jimmy?
Instagram.
And the name there is... Right, and I'm sure that there's probably some of you already following Jimmy. You don't have Facebook, or you just have your Instagram?
Recently on Facebook, but I haven't actually posted anything.
Yeah, I'm a bit slack on the old social media because I do enough on YouTube, I feel.
I like Instagram because it's sort of
quick, easy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Kunk, kunk,
and
and
it's like pictures.
Yeah.
I like the pictures.
yeah, very good. So there you go, guys. Jimmy's here, and it's lovely letting him have some time with my guys, especially because you all know that, and I'll spin you around for a second so you can see my ugly mush for a minute. But it's been great having Jimmy here, because it's really wonderful for my guys to get to spend some time with somebody, as you know, rather than just me. It's always me all of the time. And they've been amazing. Like, obviously, to Jimmy's very confident himself, knows what he's doing, and you know, our snakes certainly respond well to that as well. So guys, you know how it always goes with me. You take care of yourself, your family, your friends, your snakes, and all your animals. Ciao.